I made over $1 million selling information online before I even turned 18 years old, and today I just want to explain the extremely simple strategy I use, posting YouTube videos that don't get many views just from a setup like this to actually do this, because I see so many coaches going about building their own brand online wrong, either trying to get millions of views or just posting content that doesn't actually convert buyers because they don't understand these simple principles and strategies that I used to do this over the last 2 years, starting out as a dumb 16-year-old who just ran a marketing agency. I did this through what I call a propaganda marketing system, and what this means is I focus on creating YouTube videos that are actually sales letters that are focused on shifting the transformations and the beliefs of the people watching them. The biggest mistake that I made as a creator, and why I actually posted YouTube videos for over 2 years without being able to acquire clients, is because I didn't understand the simple concept that when someone's watching you on YouTube, they are not there to be educated, they are there to have their beliefs shifted. You can provide the best educational content in the world, just like I did, pouring hours and hours and hours into documents, slideshows, and all these things for videos. However, people are going to watch them, and if they are actually great videos, the best thing you'll get is comments saying, wow, this video is so valuable, but you will actually not convert buyers from it because you don't understand the fundamental concept that when someone is trying to watch your videos online and you're specifically trying to solve a problem, they're not there looking for a logical reasoning. They're looking for an emotional reasoning that they're going to there justify with logic. So when you create a video, you want to flip the script on the overall way that you're positioning it, and that's actually how you convert customers. Now, this whole thing started with me after I scaled my marketing agency to $25,000 a month and met my partner Dylan, who had done the exact same thing, and we decided that we wanted to help agency owners go from $0, so not having any experience, to making $10,000 a month online, because we realized that that was a market of people that we can help. And we started out with our dog days on YouTube, acquiring a few customers, selling a low ticket product, but we got stuck around the point of around $10,000 a month, completely relying on the YouTube algorithm to actually see success. And after investing over $500,000 into mentorships, trying paid ads and failing, trying affiliate marketing and failing, actually hiring 7 different content teams, paying to go viral or to get the highest quality thumbnails possible, it all continuously kept failing until we one day decided to post a completely random, boring case study video, which actually ended up converting us customers. And it was the initial breakthrough moment to where we realized that the game of YouTube and the game of social media is not what it appears to be, and a lot of the practical advice that you see from people that are really good at YouTube or these content specialists is oftentimes completely wrong because they're optimizing for the wrong metric, or not the wrong metric, but just the one that you don't agree with as a business owner. You're trying to convert customers, and therefore, as a result of that, a lot of the actual content that goes into a video should not be about entertainment. And the mistake that we made at first is, well, we thought if it's not entertainment, it has to be education. We poured hours and hours into educational assets for these videos. We showed as many case studies as possible. We did everything possible to make our actual YouTube videos as good as course content that people were paying for, yet for some reason, people literally didn't just buy. It even got to the point where we uploaded course content and people still didn't buy. And the reason why is because when someone goes on YouTube to watch, the way that you're actually going to convert them into a buyer is not by educating, it is by creating an emotional reasoning for them to want to move forward or for them to implement what you're saying, and then therefore justifying it with logic. If you can sell somebody with a story on how to actually do your methodology, how to do your thing, then they're going to justify it with the logic and the tactical next steps, and that's what they're going to want to pay you for as a service provider. What I see so many people do with personal brands, and it's so sad to see, is we have genuine experts giving away all their secrets, but what happens is people who don't actually see the value in the information are going to watch the video, not implement it, and then both people lose because the creator doesn't make money, they don't actually acquire clients, and the person watching doesn't actually get the life-changing transformational results that would be possible if they actually implemented everything they say. And the way they're going to shift that is quickly with a quote that I learned, which is, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Before you even focus on the tactical of the what in your videos, or even worse, the how of actually to do them, you'll have to have fully sold the viewer watching the video on why they should trust you to actually implement this and what kind of results they're going to see. You have to paint the dream future that they're going to actually go through, the reality that they're going to experience after they've gotten the results, to make them actually watch the video and shift the beliefs inside their head, which is going to lead to you actually curating buyers. And if you can do this, it is going to allow you to convert customers at a much higher rate. Now, the second thing is that even after creating content like this, we got maybe 1 to 3 people that would come through our funnel, book a call with us, they'd be super hot leads, they'd schedule a call and they'd buy. But we weren't happy with this because we were plateaued around the point of $20,000 to $30,000 a month continuously over and over and over. And it didn't actually break through until we understood the process of what I call the path of easy yeses, or the value ladder that a customer should actually be following, especially when you're trying to acquire people off of YouTube organic or any kind of organic kind of marketing or even retargeting. Pretty much every coach I see today has a Calendly link to schedule a call with them, and they have an Instagram below to connect with them. And the problem with this is that maybe 6 to 12 months ago it would work super well. However, buyers are advancing in the modern ecosystem, and almost everyone I know that's running that super simple funnel has seen a decrease in calls booked. A lot of people not booking many calls at all. And the reason because of this is because 6 to 12 months ago, people would associate booking a call and speaking with the face of the brand as something valuable. However, today, just as a result of market fatigue and seeing so much of it because it's so low friction to actually do, they perceive the calls as a way of them actually being sold to, and therefore they don't find it valuable because it's just a suction of their time. They're just losing time, and that especially applies when you're selling something more B2B high ticket and really going niche to nuance into people that understand how funnels work and the entire process of organic conversion. And now, if you just continue down this path of posting content and praying that somebody books in on your calendar, it's never actually going to work, especially if you're using Calendly, because you don't actually have any metrics to know whether people are converting off the videos that you are posting or not. You just have a obsolete kind of, okay, I scheduled a call this week or I didn't, and there's no way for you to tangibly track and measure if you're going to scale. Now, this is a completely new age problem because it was really only more recently that people started deciding to do these super low effort coaching businesses that in reality a lot of the time are going to leave you stagnated. If you want to push through to the next levels of growth, regardless of whether you want just a lifestyle business or whether you're trying to take over the world, you should have data on the actual conversions that you're going after, so you're measurably scaling your business and it's not just intangible like running a Calendly funnel and just posting YouTube into oblivion actually is. So the alternative and the way of doing that is by creating asks of your audience that just because of watching their YouTube videos they'd be willing to say yes to. And the people that run this space have known this, and they haven't varied from this. They've continued owning their attention with email lists and collecting phone numbers and doing things that get easy yeses and build trust with your audience. However, it's the lower demographic, the people in the middle, that have been actually persuaded to do these type forms to infinity or just straight calendars that just add a whole bunch of friction, and then as a result they end up booking absolutely no calls and then have no business to run and just pretty much are an influencer full time instead of actually focusing on speaking with potential customers and serving their clients. Now, the simple solution to this can be implemented in one of two ways. You're either going to create a lead magnet where they open up a conversation with you on Instagram, or you're going to do a direct response one just off of a landing page. But the idea is the same. When someone watches your YouTube video, you need to pre-frame with something that they would be willing to say yes to elevate the relationship to the next level, and then open up the window for you to get into conversation with them. Because once you're in that conversation with them there, you can sell them on the value that you're able to provide, and then push for a more prolonged conversation, which would be the appointment / the sales call, where you can actually focus on converting them. And this conversation point here is really important. This is either going to be over the Instagram DMs or over a phone call if you decide to actually dial them up. But really, you want to have that initial point where you're getting the people in your audience's information and you can see tangibly how your entire business is working and functioning, because that is the big lever to actually pushing through. And if you can do that, create content that is focused on transforming beliefs and then showing the how in the lead magnets that you actually present. That is the big shift that, if you can do, was the biggest secret and unlock for me. So hopefully the value you got from this video was worth the time that you spent, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.